What is going on, YouTube? It's your guy Fabian coming back at you with another great video, this time on Lucid Stock. Before we begin, I want to remind you guys that I am not a financial advisor. Nothing that you see or hear on my channel should be considered as such. With that being said, let's get right into it. So Lucid Stock today, it's looking really juicy, right? So we've been talking about this for the last week, since last week, and since the beginning of this week, how this stock has just been trading kind of sideways in this channel, right? I put a couple notes here. So, obviously this whole period right here, we were bullish, right? We were hitting higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. And then we kind of entered this this period of bearishness, right? We were bearish here. And then now we're just kind of stuck trading sideways here in this channel. So this is what I've been waiting for. If you've watched my other videos, I said that I don't like jumping into any kinds of trades when I see that a stock is trading sideways like this, right? Because you never really know. You kind of, you look at the indicators and you try to kind of get a feel for where the stock is going to go, but you always want to get confirmation that the stock is making a move, right? Either up or down. And so in this case, it's looking like it wants to break upwards, right? I mean, I'm gonna err side on the cautious side, and I'm gonna kind of wait for a little bit more confirmation here, but from what I'm seeing, it's looking pretty good. I wrote down a few levels here for you guys that you guys might want to consider, right? So I put a couple notes here. The morning profit taking might cause price to drop and rebound. So what I'm seeing tomorrow morning, right, this is just my opinion, but what I'm thinking most likely will happen, sorry about that, is that Lucid will most likely take some kind of a dip, and I'm thinking it'll come back down to this to the 50-day moving average, right? So if you guys don't know what the moving averages are, they're just like an average of all of the days. So let's just say these candles are one day, 50 of those candles, that would be the average. This right here would be the average price of the 50 candles. So you get 43.20. So I'd be looking for it to maybe take a little drop back down, maybe touch that. If it goes below that, then possibly I'd see it. We had a lot of resistance at 42.50 before, so I'd see it possibly coming back down to 42.50, and then that acting as support, and for it to maybe possibly bounce back off of that. If it doesn't hold there, then most likely the next level then would be this $40 psychological level, right, where a lot of people see $40, and it always works out like that. 30, 35, 40, 45. It's just those numbers, those solid numbers that always kind of work as support or resistance. So in my opinion, tomorrow I'd see some profit taking, but possibly come back down, drop to the 43.20 range, and then if it does go lower than that, 42 or 40, right? But after that, if we get a bounce, I'm thinking it'd be a good time to possibly, if I was gonna day trade it, I'd get like some calls right around there, and look for it to bounce off back up here to 45, and if it can get above 45, come up to around 47, that's where I would sell my calls. You can always hold on to them, whatever you feel like you do, right? That's on you. I would sell my calls there because it could most likely would come up, hit that 47, and get rejected, right? But I'm looking at this stock it's looking bullish, so I'm looking for it to go up to 47 and maybe get up to this $50 mark and then possibly come down a bit, come back down to about the 45 range, and then from there, boom, 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 right upwards. So I really want this thing to come up and test this new these old levels right here that we hit 57.75. But like I said right here, this thing, a catalyst can still push it either way, right? Deliveries or the lockup period ending. So if we hit deliveries, then obviously we're most likely going to go above this 57.75. Now let's say we don't hit deliveries, and then also the lockup ends up expiring, and then the PIF, the Saudi private investment fund, decides to sell and take some profits, then this thing can go back down, right? Which is fine. It's just a buying opportunity, but it's something to keep your eyes out for. I was reading an article. Where'd it go? Right here. So let's see. Lucid Stock. 5 things to know about the upcoming January 19th catalyst, right? And I don't like to bore you guys with these articles, but I already read it, so I just kind of summarize it for you guys. So it just kind of says how the car is more the trend of the year, and that Lucid shareholders are, pretty much doing really well on this stock, right? Which I know I am. I'm in pretty low. And then it says, it also talks about how, I think it said the last time that Lucid had that they had the pipe lockup, and we saw a dip right after that pipe lockup. We saw a dip. People took profits or whatnot. That was kind of expected. And it's also saying, well, we already know that the Saudi public investment fund owns 67% of Lucid, which is a little scary because you don't want any investment fund owning that much of the company, right? But I feel pretty confident that they won't sell. If they do sell, they're not gonna totally offload the stock, because why would you put so much money and time into the stock just to unload it? And plus they're building a plant there, so I just don't see them offloading it completely. I don't think they're gonna crash the stock. That's just my opinion, of course. It's not financial advice. And also, they're just saying how there's another lockup expiration date that's going to fall on the 23rd of 2023. And that's when everybody that sponsored Churchill Capital can sell their shares, right? But that's a whole nother year from now. So who knows, right? But I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, I'm very bullish on Lucid, but at the end of the day, guys, we've got to be realistic here. We've got to know that this is a growth stock. Anything can happen, but from what I'm seeing right now, the stock is trading above the 20-day and above the 50-day moving average, which is really good to see. It's looking like it wants to break out of this channel. So I'm thinking this thing is going to just continue this uptrend, right? So we'll see. Anything can happen, but hopefully for us, I know we're all bullish on it, and this thing just keeps on going to the moon, and we all lock in some profits. I know I did the first time when it went up to 57.75, but that's just how I trade. Again, I want to thank you guys for watching my videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.